Hey guys, what's going on? It's your favorite inhabitant of the planet Mobius. And yeah, I don't know if it was obvious, but I love Sonic the Hedgehog. Um and no, unfortunately, I am not autistic because for some reason uh autistic people really seem to like Sonic the Hedgehog. Um, but yeah, I mean, I guess in that sense neurotypical, but I still like I mean, I have brain damage, but you know what I mean. Um, but I still like Sonic the Hedgehog, and yeah, my first Sonic the Hedgehog game was Sonic Heroes, um, on GameCube when I was like 6 years old. um, and yeah, what can I say? I mean, I don't think it's as good as Adventure One or Adventure Two or the classic games, to be honest with you. But I do have a lot of nostalgia for it. Team Chaotix and Team Shadow, I think it was, were my favorites. And yeah, man, I just think that the concept behind Sonic the Hedgehog is so cool. Like, it's a freaking blue hedgehog with 90s attitude and like red and white striped shoes. That's awesome. That goes fast and rolls up into a little ball with spikes. That's crazy, bro. How can you tell me that doesn't go hard? Um and yeah, I mean Sonic, of course. Sonic is the reason I love chili dogs. Why on my 10th birthday I asked my dad, or maybe my 11th birthday, I forget, but anyway, I asked my dad one birthday to make chili dogs because of Sonic. And then you have Shadow the Hedgehog, a fellow lover of Latinas. He's literally me. He loves his fellow Latinas. Um, and the greatest black man of our generation, Knuckles the Echidna. Um, but yeah, man. I don't know. I'd like the older I get, the more and more I like Sega properties, and especially Outrun and Sonic the Hedgehog. And I also have a lot of deeper memories with Sonic the Hedgehog, for example. And I mean, this shows you that I'm in the millennial slash Gen Z gap generation, because the first video game that I ever stayed home from school to wait for and download was the Sonic CD, the Christian Whitehead Sonic CD re-release. Um for iOS in December 2011. And yeah, I mean, bro, I literally skipped school to wait to download it and buy it. And I was poor, but like, I remember I think I either begged my mom or my dad, because usually my mom would send money from where she was living at the time to download it. And Yeah, I downloaded it on my fourth generation iPod Touch that I got the year previously from my wealthy uh grandmother abuelita from Guatemala. In fact, she was the only one of my grandparents cuz I'm Guatemalan, but I immigrated and but she was the only one of my grandparents that ever came to visit us in Florida. And yeah, she got me that one year. Although I think technically the one that provided the money was my mom. I'm still not sure about that. Anyway, um yeah, and what can I say, guys? The hype was real and I was obsessed with it. So much so that when we went up to Maryland with my mom that winter, it was the first of two or three, I think, winters that we went up with her. Um we were literally renting a single room in like a single family home from another Latino couple who, and it's like I was so obsessed with the Sonic CD re-release that um I had the fastest time on Palm Tree Panic Act 1, guys, on the I think the original version or maybe version 2.0 of Game Center on iOS 5 or 6, guys. My username was CPU Gamer, bro, and like I literally sped run Palm Tree Panic Act 1 with the Japanese soundtrack on. Like I don't know how many times. I think my record was 1 minute and 21 seconds, and I don't know how many milliseconds, guys. That's how much I um I liked it. And I don't know how many times how long first of all it took me to beat it cuz I like the thing is I'm disabled, so like the way I would play it is I would lay it down on my chair tray and then I would use my two index fingers to do the controls. And back then, you know, I think there were definitely game controllers that could connect to the iPod Touch and stuff like that. Um but they certainly weren't as common as they are now. Like you can't just go up on Amazon and find like thousands of Bluetooth game controllers like you can now. So yeah, I was stuck with my index fingers. But yeah, man, Sonic's the hype for Sonic CD re-release was crazy. Shout out to Christian Whitehead. Um and Pagoda West and Headcanon and all the guys because they eventually did Sonic Mania, guys, and of course we know how great that game is. And yet again, the same thing happened with the Sonic 1 and 2, the original Sonic 1 and 2 re-release, and not that Origin stuff. Come on now. Um, And I also have memories with that too, because by that point I had an iPhone 5. Like the iPhone 5, guys, was my first smartphone. I didn't get a smartphone until I was 15. And once again, one of the first things I downloaded was Sonic 1 re-release and Sonic 2 re-release, guys, and like um needless to say, those two games are also goaded. Um the entirety of classic Sonic and a lot of modern Sonic is goaded. And yeah, and but the thing is, like, I was going through a really rough time during that time. I was going through a surgery, and like coming back to my room in the hospital after a tough day, and just going through like Green Hill Zone and then Marble Zone, um, and all the other levels till I eventually beat them. Uh, like that'll always be in my memories, guys. Always. Um, and yeah, guys. That's pretty much it. A lot of modern Sonic I haven't really played just cause um it hasn't really drawn my attention. Like I never grew up with Sonic Colors, although I always wanted it. Um your boy didn't have it like that. I heard his family did not have it like that. Um and yeah, I mean, but I'm like I said, I'm still fond of it. I've only watched the first movie. I want to watch the rest eventually. But yeah, guys, Sonic is a great character. Uh, I love Sega, and you guys should go play Sonic games. Bye.